Hi Kim, Ray here. Thanks for doing this. It's spot on. There's a couple of things that may need to be changed slightly. I'm just going to what I often do to sort of key my eye in to where the if you like the head terms are is as well as the top keyword. I'll also key in the first that reference to the keyword map, and then the others within that group I'll probably just decolorize them a bit just to keep my eye. So here we've got those two. That looks like the start of your next batch. 02010 or something. So what I was meaning by in the email by overzealous, it is absolutely impossible to include every single one of these keywords into the page that you've earmarked them for. So there's the next page. 020, 020. 02, is there an 02? No, it's an 030. Okay, so that ties in with your Wi-Fi installation. So that's temporary Wi-Fi. So it's maybe not the best target keyword for the page because we need to think of intent. But that's a discussion for another day, perhaps. Just 031. I'm just literally trying to just break it up into the sections that you've marked out so far. So there's 32, and then immediate out. So there's only one keyword showing up for that. So we're into caravans and the like, and then we're into so 33. Then it's 40. That's wiring up sound systems. Is another thing he does, isn't it? And then oh damn, that wasn't supposed to go right across. I've clicked in. Sorry, I'm being a lummox. I'll just pause the video for a second. Right, I can resume. I've got my backside out. I've got my head out of my backside now. So going down there, 031s they were. That was the 032 item. Then it's the then it's that one. Then it's 334. And oh yeah, that's subdivided. And right, that's better. It's not going all the way across now. It's just highlighting the mapping position and the and there's more down there. Look, more subdivisions. So 042, and there's an 043. And there's 052. So other services, and nothing for pat testing by the looks of things. Mate, is that? I'm assuming that's something he may have sort of changed his mind about or something, but I'll let you fill me in on that. Right, just scroll back up. Blip. There we go. So this set here, that's brilliant. Another keyword to include, and again, this is me forgetting to perhaps point it out, is the actual brand name and perhaps a variation of the brand name. So how do I insert things? I've completely forgotten now. Insert, there you go. That's a row above. So satellite aerial services, I believe, is the brand name. So I'll just of course, changes the colour again, but these are minor details. These are just sort of visual keys really to help me navigate. And there's almost certainly no volume for it. I'm not going to bother checking it up now. And there's a difficulty thing, it's going to be 0 almost certainly, but we can check. So look at this. So looking at the sitemap, the big thing is TV aerial and satellite dish installation, which is okay. So yeah, that's good. And near me is good because he is a very local operator. TV aerial installation cost near me, installation costs, digital aerial installation, Freeview, TV aerial. So we're gradually creeping down, and there'll be, I presume, Carlisle variations didn't show up in your research, but you see how many keywords you've got there. It's impossible to sort of fit them all in. So the trick is selecting a few. Sometimes it might be 3 or 4. Sometimes it might be, you know, as many as 20 that look promising to include in a piece. They're all much of a muchness difficulty-wise nationally. So the how-to, that wouldn't be appropriate for. So these how-to, you know, I'd actually pick those out as a, you know, these are possibly how-to blog articles, because what he doesn't want people coming to his service page, getting the how-to information, and then going off and not bothering to contact him. Whereas if somebody comes in looking for how-to and they've found this blog article and they're reading it's interesting and they think that's a lot of work, then there's a fair chance of them getting in touch with him or another aerial installer to actually ask for the work to be done. So there's some more how-tos. They can go with an FAQ section, or so I'll go through and pick out the how-tos. There's no need for you to watch the paint dry while I do it. And where's the video controls? There we go. Okay, so I've been through that first group and I've tried to pick out the how-tos and separate them out from the content of the page, because what we want for that page is people who are looking to buy the service of getting a TV aerial or a digital satellite aerial installed in their house, on their house or whatever. So I'll do another search. So it's a come on, brain. Excuse me. Oh, data. Sort right. Oh, hang on. I can't do that because you got to select it all first. Control A. Data. Sort that range. And it has got headers, and we're going to go keyword mapping first. Volume Z to A, and then it chucks up difficulty next in the right order. So we'll just do that. We've now reduced that page's keyword allocation from, what was it, about 200 before? Yeah, well over, still over 200. Okay, so, you know, way more than we could ever fit into that first page. So let's be a little more selective. So TV aerial installations, yeah, spot on. Aerial installation near me. TV aerial cost, installation cost. There's such a lot of price search. You know, what I'm thinking is I think it might be worth having a pricing page for him. I'm going to leave that one in, but I think I'm going to separate all the financial keywords out for it into a separate group. I just noticed there's an awful lot of them compared with most trades that I've looked at. So all the cost and all the other cost and how much keywords, I'm just going to put into a. Is that the right one? Yeah, I'm keeping that one. I'm gonna, because it should be mentioned in amongst there, but we don't want to optimize particularly for it when there is obviously such a big chunk of search centered around pricing. So let's have a look. I'm almost tempted to say 011 aerial, and we'll retitle this page at some point. If you and the costs prices, we'll come up with a better heading for that page and fix it as 011. So Control C. So there's another cost one. Prices, cost, and I've never sussed out how to make the filtering work properly on here, so picking out the cost and price ones, it eludes me at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. I'll again pause the video because there's no point watching my paint dry. Okay, I've picked out quite a few, and this time I've actually marked them with the correct mapping terminology. And going down, I must have picked out about 20 already, so I probably won't even use all of those. So now I'm just going to blank the rest of the cost ones, because there's simply too many to use here. We might be able to use them in another manner further on in the guy's marketing campaign. Cost. Now that's actually a good FAQ question, so we'll mark that up separately. Because for an FAQ section, aerial cable installation hardware costs. Okay, and we'll pause while I finish that off. Along the way down, I've come across this Confederation of Aerial Installers. Now, this isn't a buyer. This is, this isn't somebody who's looking. It might be an installer looking to get registered. It might be somebody looking for a list, but that'd be better in a blog post. So we'll just blank that one. Pause again. Okay, I've been through and removed most of the how much ones. A lot of these I'm just going to remove from the group anyway, that are even those ones that are remaining. So let's just sort. Again, I'll pause so it's not too long. Okay, now I've sorted those. We've removed from that set. There's the cost related ones, so I'll just mark the start of those with there we go, TV aerial installation. So that's the biggest search by far. Okay, so we've still got something like 160 candidates for the first page. There's no way that they'll all be usable in the copy of that page. So yes, that one cost one. I also removed quite a few keywords that looked like they were specific brands of aerial installers. Aerial mountain, television aerial installers. Oh look, there's a how-to. I missed it. It takes several goes to get through all these. In my area, that's a good one. So wall socket. So they're detailed parts of the job. Aerial plug installation, installing a new aerial. So that looks good, and we've got 20. What, from 10 down to, so we've got about nearly 20 candidates already. Kendall, yeah, I'll probably save that for a blog article, I think, as his area is likely to be mostly around Carlisle. You'll know better than me. Area near me, do BT install aerials? FAQ, that is. BT install new aerial. Now I'll label that with the FAQs for the moment because that's tied in with that previous one. RTE. Now, if I'm not wrong, RTE is the Irish TV provider. Whoops. Come back, browser. RTE. Yeah, so Ireland, Belfast and whatnot. So bin that one. And these are that's possibly blog if he's done a install down there. It's got an interesting story. It might make a useful thing. CB aerials. Now that's sort of dated, but maybe it still happens. That's the one I was looking for. Multi-room. Right. So we've got enough BT terms. I shall keep that phrase, installing it, TV aerial on chimney and outside aerial installation, and then from then on down I think I'm probably going to drop these out. Communal, that might be worth keeping. If anything, that's a blog article, or part of a blog article. Aerial hoop installation. There's another how-to that escaped attention before. RDI, I presume that's a firm. This is part of the process, is where you don't know what the intent of the keyword is or what kind of keyword it is. So it is a brand, RDI Online. So it's not particularly relevant unless we discover afterwards that that is one of his specific. Oh, what the bloody hell's going on here? Sorry, it's disappeared up its own backside. I'll pause. Okay, the whole browser crashed for some reason. So I'm just going to keep clearing these out because these are, there's way more than we can actually use, and there's nothing jumping out at me because we're down into the tens for search volume. So we can always go back to these later if we think we're missing something, that there's a bit of the keyword, bit of a keyword missing in there that would help us. So let's see what we've got left that might be usable. So I'll just do the sort again. Data. Oh, bugger. Sorry. Control A. And then data, sort range. It's got headers. That's all right. Volume we want. Back to front. Keyword difficulty front to back. Let's have a look. So now we've got still a pretty big selection of keywords here for the aerial installation page, and that's plenty to go at. And look, you're attacking a search volume of somewhere like what, 4, 5, 6, 7 there's probably about 8,000 searches a month up and down the country. The keyword difficulty nationally isn't so big. Those two look like the toughest words, but they're not a real target. The big thing we're after for that page is aerial installation. That's the big search. And so there's all these variations of it, and aerial installation Cumbria and the like are going to be much easier to sort of own that topic effectively, and you haven't got an unmanageable list of phrases there that you're trying to attack. And if we look across here at the SERP features, can you freeze just view? Can you? Yeah, you can freeze. Freeze one row. Yeah, one row, and freeze 2 columns. So if we just look at the SERP features that go with some of these phrases. So local pack, so we need to make sure he's got his location stuff sorted. Reviews, make sure he's chasing reviews. Has he got any video? Because that'll obviously a good chance of that showing up. Somebody's doing AdWords for these pages somewhere. Image packs. No rich snippets, surprisingly. Site links, so good internal linking needed. There's only AdWords for that, so aerial and satellite installation. Yeah, so it's quite a rich keyword scene, that. But you hopefully, even though the video will be a bit long, hopefully that gives you a bit deeper insight into the process I would use for selecting a usable and potentially valuable set of phrases that we could actually have a chance of making use of in the copy. So I'll shut up there and get this thing to compile. And thanks again for your efforts, Kim.